It is now day 13 of Iceland's latest eruption of the Reykjanes volcano, which is still ongoing from a singular vent 4,900 meters east-northeast of the Blue Lagoon. The spatter cone which has developed has continued to grow in recent days, reaching a height of perhaps as much as 23 meters or 75.5 feet. The vast majority of the lava it erupts has been directed via a single small and slow-moving river of lava which has largely flowed towards the southeast and east, expanding the lava field in those sectors. However, other unusual activity occurred, as for a period of 24 hours, this volcanic cone entered a period of cyclical fountaining activity reminiscent of a much weaker variant of what the Vedur.is main cone did in 2021. For spurts of 5 to 15 minutes every 15 to 30 minutes, a second vent on the active cone's southern side would simultaneously become active alongside an additional section of fissure to the south. This would eject lava at a rate double what was normal before declining in activity, and then the cycle repeated itself. This repetitive cycle continued for around 24 hours before resuming normal background activity, erupting at a rate of what I estimate to be 5.5 cubic meters per second, translating to 475,200 cubic meters per day. Due to this activity, which even caused a small outbreak of lava to the south-southwest due to a partial collapse of the cone at one point, a new area was covered by lava 2 kilometers west-southwest of the erupting vent. In total, 9.53 square kilometers has been covered by a total of 48.5 million cubic meters of lava, translating to an average thickness of 5.09 meters or 16.7 feet thick. This marks the ongoing eruption as the second largest of the 7 Reykjanes eruptions since December 2023, erupting the same volume as what was the second largest eruption in only half the time. However, since lava is now only flowing towards the east into a low area at the edge of the Vedur.is volcano, the hazard zone levels for the eruption were decreased in 2 sectors, covering the Blue Lagoon and the Svartsengi geothermal power plant to the west and Grindavik to the south. Despite the waning intensity of the eruption, it is still producing 3.5 metric tons of toxic sulfur dioxide gas every minute. This is causing unhealthy levels of this gas to be detected at times in Grindavik and Húsafell. 3.5 metric tons of this heavier-than-air gas is sufficient to cover a patch of ground 22.3% the size of an American football field with a depth 1 meter thick. And this is how much is being emplaced every minute. While the volcanic tremor chart might make it look like the rate of lava fusion has increased since the tremor has seemingly risen since midday on November 25th, this is actually not the case. So, why is there an apparent rise in tremor? It isn't noise from wind or ocean waves, but rather noise from lava slowly flowing towards a nearby seismometer which is only 1,500 meters to its northeast. Also, at the same time, magma influx has resumed at the 5-kilometer depth magma chamber 1.2 kilometers west-southwest of the Blue Lagoon, causing land which had subsided 23 centimeters since the beginning of the eruption to since rise by 1.5 centimeters. This means that we are likely to eventually have at least one more eruption 2 or more months after the current eruption ends. But before this can occur, the amount of land rise will probably need to reach a similar level to what triggered the latest eruption, aka another 21.5 centimeters or 8.5 inches. Theoretically, the current eruption could end within a few days or a few weeks. The truth is, we do not know when this will occur due to how long and drawn out its final, least intensive phase could be. As a final note, I would like to thank my new YouTube channel member John Williams for supporting my work.